Today on Agents of Hope, we will be sharing a clip from the set of Apprenticeship with Douglas and Rebecca Pereira. Following that, we have an interview with Ricardo Martins, who is the producer for The Gift with Pastor Cyril Millett, which I hope you've been watching and enjoying every Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Pacific Time. We also are looking forward to sharing today's Agent of Hope interview featuring Jasmary Odorizzi. Our hope is to leave you with some inspiration and encouragement. And so today, I'll be sharing on the topic of living water. We hope you will be inspired by what you hear today.
Hello, Agents of Hope. I'm Rebecca Pereira.
And I'm Douglas Pereira. Today, we are on the set of The Apprenticeship.
Our show is all about learning to love, serve, and be like Jesus. It airs on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We hope you'll join us.
We want to thank you for making Hope Channel Canada possible. Every beat makes a difference. Together, we are bringing hope to Canada and letting others know that in Jesus, there's more to life.
Thank you so much for being an agent of hope and for making this ministry possible.
We are so thankful to be partnering with you to bring hope to Canadians. It's been said that mission is accomplished in 3 ways: by the feet of those who go, the knees of those who pray, and the hands of those who give. I'm excited to have Evaldo explain to us how you can join and be a part of Agents of Hope.
Thank you, Tiffany. It would be my pleasure to do that. This is certainly a spiritual movement, and as such, your prayers are highly sought after and important as we pray about the reach of Hope Channel Canada and bringing hope to our neighbors across the country. We also appreciate any time that you can spare in order to volunteer with us. So if you feel like volunteering, you can go to agentsofhope.ca and there you'll find more information on how you can do so. Also, if you're able to give a monetary donation to assist with the ongoing production costs for Hope Channel Canada, please do so. You can donate online by visiting agentsofhope.ca. And once there, you'll find a variety of donation options on our website, such as debit, credit, Google Pay, or Apple Pay. Now, if you prefer to donate offline, we can also accept e-transfers, so send it to agentsofhope@hopetv.ca. And you can also write a check. You can make the check payable to Hope Channel Canada and send it to the following address: Hope Channel Canada, 1148 King Street East, Oshawa, Ontario, L1H1H8.
And lastly, if you prefer to have a conversation alongside your donation, you can give me a call at 1-855-4HOPE-TV. That's 1-855-446-7388. We want to personally thank you for your donation.
We're also so happy and excited to continue to maintain this relationship with you and to get to know you better, to get to know Agents of Hope across Canada. So please follow along our social media. Our handle on Instagram is @agents.of.hope. And you can also search for Agents of Hope on Facebook.
You can also subscribe and hit the bell to @Hope Channel Canada on YouTube.
Before we continue with our interviews, I also wanted to let you know that there are many ways by which you can watch Hope Channel Canada in addition to the media you chose to watch today. So you can go to hopetv.ca to begin with. Right there you can watch our programming 24/7 totally free. You can also go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@HopeChannelCanada.
You can also view it for free on the Hope Channel app. You can download it onto your phone or tablet via the App Store or Google Play. You can also download the app on your smart TV via Roku or Amazon App Store and select Hope Channel Canada.
And also, we are on cable TV. If you go to channel 893 on Eastlink, Delta, and Coastal, you'll be able to watch Hope Channel Canada, as well as on channel 94 on City West. So here at Agents of Hope, we continue to bring hope to your life, and we cannot do this great work without you. So once again, thank you.
We recently received a message from an Agent of Hope in Bowmanville, Ontario, who happens to be my dad, Eric Daly. Here's what he has to say. I have always been a supporter of Hope Channel International, but upon hearing of the launch of Hope Channel Canada, my heart leapt with joy. What a blessing it is to have programming that reflects the diversity of this great nation. I'm a prison ministry volunteer, and we present the love of Jesus to the inmates in a clear and simple manner. I appreciate Hope Channel Canada's programming as it carries the same approach. The messages are clear enough for any viewer to comprehend. I am now an Agent of Hope volunteer, and I am excited to partner with Hope Channel Canada in spreading the good news of Jesus Christ. Thank you, Dad, for sharing that with us and for joining us as a volunteer. We would love to hear from you, so please share your message with us via email at agentsofhope@hopetv.ca or on our social media platforms so that others can know how to become an Agent of Hope and the impact they too can have with their family, friends, and their neighbors. We are looking forward to having Ricardo Martins share with us again the second program that he's producing, and it's called The Gift. Ricardo resides in Saskatoon with his family. The other program that he produces that we hope you've been enjoying on Friday evenings is The Great Outdoors with Jeff Potts. Thank you for joining us today, and I'm looking forward to hearing more about your perspective on this program. So Ricardo, tell us how the opportunity came about to work with the program, The Gift.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me here again in this TV show, Agents of Hope. It's very good to be back here. So the opportunity to work producing this show came because I am a musician, and this TV show needed music. We have Pastor Cyril preaching, but also a group of singers worshiping. And to do this, of course, because we are work for a TV, we need to produce the music and need to record the instruments and record the voice and make sure that you have a good quality in terms of audio. And because I have been working as a music producer for more than 2 decades, and doing this kind of thing, and then they thought that maybe that would be good to have the person who is producing the video also producing the music and the audio. And that's why I had this opportunity to produce this amazing show called The Gift.
Wow. So what is your inspiration behind this show?
Yes, the inspiration, I think that it's not to have a Bible study about the Sabbath. It's not to have a evangelist TV show that will be always talking about the Sabbath, but it's actually to have a moment that Pastor Cyril will try to encourage who is watching this show to also have that moment with him. And that's why we are going to have music, for example, because we want to sing in the studio, but also to ask you to sing along with us and to pray with us. So it's something that we call Vespers, and something that we would like to use this TV show to be part of your family. Doesn't matter if you're watching on your phone or with your family, traveling, but that moment maybe you should stop and let's worship together. Let's listen Pastor Cyril talking about Jesus and maybe choosing one Bible verse and developing that Bible verse. And anyways, I think the idea is to do something together. Doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter who you are, but do something together with the screen and you at home.
That's wonderful. So this show highlights the Sabbath, right? How has your personal view of the Sabbath developed in your life and some of your practices?
Yes, I was lucky enough to grow up in a Christian home with my parents and my whole family. And we used to do Vespers every Friday and also every Saturday. But this show is more about the Friday Vespers. And I literally grew up doing this every Friday. And it was an amazing moment because we kind of expect that moment that we would have with family, that we would sing together. We would share something that happened during the week. My dad would always bring some thing that inspired him on that week, some Bible verse, any kind of message that he would bring to us as a family and try to apply for us to grow spiritually speaking and in any aspect of life. So I like to say, and I said this to my wife many times, that I was very lucky to grow up in a family doing these Vespers and have these moments which we'll have together during this TV show, The Gift. And I think this really is helping me now to produce this show, because I can try to apply my own experience and somehow try to connect this show with who is watching at home, to make this as much as I remember it was when I was with my family.
Thanks for sharing. What sort of messages, or what's the message that you're hoping to convey to those who are viewing The Gift?
Well, the message, I think it's very simple, actually. It's not complicated. It's not something that we have to go deep on the Bible to understand. I think the message for this TV show is to spend some time with your family, with your friends, by yourself, doesn't matter, but to have that time when you're going to stop everything you're doing after the whole week with all the challenge and breathe a little bit and sing a little bit and pray a little bit and ask for prayers. It's very simple. It's actually, we want to make this show something simple that will say the message. Just stop now and let's just worship here for 20-something minutes. And I think everybody will feel so much better after having this time, this break, which we all need.
Thank you for sharing. And lastly, is there anything else that you would like to leave with our viewers today as they anticipate this show coming?
Yeah, this show, and when you start watching this show, if you never watched it and you have opportunity to watch, you see that the main, or one of the main aspects that we're trying to bring to this show is to involve Canada, let's say, because this is Hope Channel Canada, and of course we're trying to involve as much as possible Canada, even knowing that other countries, they will watch this show as well, but we're trying to involve families in Canada, and we have a special way that we want to involve these families, people, singles, doesn't matter, in this show, to have this connection not only talking, looking at the camera, but also have sometimes someone invite some guests to be with us in studio, to have people sending videos from their place talking about how they celebrate the Sabbath. And I think that's something that we really want to make sure we are doing with this show, is to connect with people. Not only that people will be watching a TV show, but people will be involved at home. And like I said, singing and praying, and we're trying to make people feel that we are there with them. And that's something, if we can do this, we'll be really happy, and yeah, that's one of our goals, and I think I'd just like to bring this up.
Thank you so much for sharing with us, Ricardo, and for your continued support as an agent of hope. Now, we'll be sharing an interview featuring Jasmary Odorizzi, who Michelle interviewed recently. We are excited for you to get to know Jasmary, as she is a true agent of hope. She has a passion for teaching children about Jesus' love. She also speaks 3 languages. She's a wife to Anthony, and they have been together for 13 years. They also have 1 daughter and reside in Edmonton, Alberta. Welcome to the show, Jasmary.
Jasmary, thank you so much for joining us on Agents of Hope. It is a pleasure to be here with you today. I know that we had a conversation earlier in the summertime after you volunteered at Foothills Camp, which is one of the camps in Alberta. And you were working with some young people for the week of camp meeting. And I would love if you can share a little bit about that week and the impact that it had on your own life.
Yes, that's right. So I volunteered for 2 weeks. So when the pastors come in and set all that up, Pastors Week, I was already there helping out the pastors. And my job for that week was to make sure the juniors division had a nice, beautiful entryway that they can come in, and it didn't only feel like they were into a camp, but they can enter. This year, this theme was entering the temple. So they entered through a temple, they saw the laver of bread, and then just things like that. And then as they entered the area where they worship and where we did our activities, there was I was the stage director, so I made sure that it all looked very kid friendly. We had balloons dropped on the very last day, and it was just amazing. Something I've been doing this for 3 years. So the first year I helped one of the pastors, and we built it, we painted it, and then he went to camp with it. I didn't participate personally in the first year. And then second year, last year, the year before this summer, I decided to go, let's go. Let's see what Foothills is all about, because I've only gone on Sabbath only, and on Sabbath it's mostly eating and just connecting with the brothers and sisters. And so, but I got to experience Foothills, and it was amazing. I never knew how much we actually do. And at least with the juniors division is between the age of 10 and 12. And it was amazing to see even my daughter, because she's in that group as well, and just her wanting to serve as well, and would just worship the games. It was awesome. I think it's something that I even as a kids ministry, I brought up some of those ideas, and I made sure that at church we have similar things as well, like new games. I came home at church with new games and new ideas, so it was really good to see that. And then this year, my second year, came more prepared, and it was nice because some of the kids that graduated juniors division that go to teens camp now, some of them decide to even stay or just visit, and there was a young girl that came back, and she gave her testimony how it was very impactful. Even the few things of just being there, or giving her a big hug, being cheerful when she came in through the doors, it makes a big difference. And she said she was struggling, and then that just helped her even going through a juniors camp, and how I was a big part of that. And I was like, wow, I never knew how much just the little bit of kindness that someone can give can really impact the kids, and they need that.
Absolutely. That's so true. And I think you highlighted something there about being role models, and how kids are watching us and they have a desire to serve when they see that exemplified. So I know that there certainly are camps all over Canada, and that may be a passion for somebody. But, even if that's not somebody's passion, what are some practical ways that we can bring hope and just be an agent of hope in the, to the young people in our community? What would you say for that?
I would say just use your talents. If you're able to just say hello, give a hug, if you're good with food, cook, or if you're good with talking and socializing, get yourself involved. There's so many ways of just serving, not only at church, but also in your community. And I think even for myself, yes, I volunteer at church, but as my profession as a healthcare aide, the lady that I work for, she tells me, Jazz, when you come in, there's a different feel in the house. When you're here. Even when you sneak in, I can tell that something is different. And I'm like, oh, really? But yeah, she recognizes, and she's like, yeah, there's a peace. Whenever you enter my home, there's a peace that just feels really warm. And I'm like, well, it's God. But yeah, she just some kindness and just being yourself and using those talents. If you're good with people, then be with people. If you're good and behind the scenes of just being the computer or just using anything, the talents that God gives us they're amazing. They can be used anywhere.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that and for joining us on Agents of Hope.
Thank you.
Jasmary, thank you so much for sharing your testimony and your story with us. May God continue to bring hope to all the people around you. We would love to hear from you and how you've been impacted by Agents of Hope and Hope Channel Canada, so that we can continue to inspire other Agents of Hope. We would love to hear about individuals who are bringing hope to their families all across Canada. So, if you have a story to share, please contact us at agentsofhope@hopetv.ca. There is a beautiful story in the Bible found in John chapter 4 about a woman coming to a well to draw water in the heat of the day because she was ashamed of her life and avoiding contact with others. So Jesus responds to her in verse 10 and 13, and he says, if you knew the gift of God and who it is that is saying to you, give me a drink, you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water. Everyone who drinks of this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks of the water that I will give him will never be thirsty again. The water that I will give him will become in him a spring of water welling up to eternal life. Wouldn't we all want to have our thirst quenched? And to stop chasing things to give us meaning or fill the voids in our hearts? When we come to Jesus, we have an opportunity to find true hope and peace and the answer to the longing in our heart for something more. It is our prayer that you have come to find that in Jesus. There is more to life.
Yes, there is. There is indeed more to life in Jesus. And so thank you for sharing that, Tiffany, for reminding us of that, which actually reminds me of a quote by C.S. Lewis when he said, if we find ourselves with a desire that nothing in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that we were made for another world. We all have a longing in our hearts for more, and we want to encourage you that this longing can be filled. We also know that Canada is filled with so many beautiful people who desire to make a difference in their community. And so we're excited to continue to partner with you. If you're already an agent of hope, would you consider joining us now as a monthly donor to assist with regular production costs?
We would love the opportunity to connect with you and see how we can partner to bring hope to our neighbors across Canada. You may have additional resources and a desire to leave a lasting legacy. We would be delighted to connect with you and explore the options for your surplus.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. This show, this channel, Hope Channel Canada, none of this could ever be possible without viewers like you. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for your generous contribution and for making your presence and taking of your time to watch this program.
Once again, please donate online at agentsofhope.ca by debit, credit, Google Pay, or Apple Pay. You can also send us an e-transfer to agentsofhope@hopetv.ca or send a check payable to Hope Channel Canada at the following address: Hope Channel Canada, 1148 King Street East, Oshawa, Ontario, L1H1H8. Lastly, you can donate by phone by giving us a call at 1-855-4HOPE-TV. That's 1-855-446-7388. Once again, thank you for joining us as an agent of hope.
Tiffany, I'm curious if I can ask a curiosity question.
Okay.
And this question is, do you have a song in your heart today?
Of course.
Which one is
How
that?
about we do Joyful, Joyful?
That's a great one. And I might as well, play it from the piano. What about that?
That's a good idea.
Okay, joyful, joyful, we adore
Joyful,
thee.
joyful, we adore thee. Joyful, joyful, we adore thee, God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee, hail thee as the sun above. Melt the clouds of sin and darkness, drive the dark of doubt away. Giver of immortal gladness, fill us with the light of day.
We would love the opportunity to pray with you and for you.
So if you have any prayer requests, please contact us at agentsofhope@hopetv.ca or on social media.
So thank you. And remember, together we can let Canada know that in Jesus
There is more to life.